Hello and welcome everyone. I'm Ilona Gisterrik-Luke, Team Lead Product Marketing at ALLPLAN, and I'm delighted to welcome you to the Build the Future ALLPLAN Portfolio 2026 Releases launch event. Today, we celebrate this exciting milestone and discover the innovations that will drive the future of design to build. Whether you're an architect, detailer, steel expert, civil engineer, or structural designer, today you will discover digital innovations that will transform the way you design, collaborate, and build. So let's welcome Sunil Pandita, our CEO at ALLPLAN, Eduardo Lazarotto, our Chief Product Officer at ALLPLAN, and Luis Brito, our Chief Revenue Officer at ALLPLAN. So now let's start with you, Eduardo. What is your bold vision for how BIM workflow solutions will shape the future of design and construction for architects, engineers, and contractors?
Oh, hello, Ilona, Sunil, Luis, great to see you guys. And everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It's great to be here with you. And it's great that we will see quite a lot of our solutions today during the day. And of course, this is only a sneak peek. It's only a little bit about our products, right? There will be a lot more that will come over the next couple of days and weeks. And of course, we're excited that users will be able to download it and start using it and sharing their feedback. But your question, great one about vision and where do we want to go, right? So we have a team that is committed and passionate about our users' success, right? So architects, engineers, construction professionals, fabricators. What we are doing every day is trying to learn with them how can we help them deliver projects better. Buildings projects or infrastructure projects anywhere around the world with any material that they're working with, we are there to try to find together with them how to improve those workflows, how to deliver more out of their time and out of their knowledge and their heritage and all of the great things that they have done in the past, but also the amazing things that they will build in the future. So what does it mean in more practical terms, right? A little bit across our portfolio. So at ALLPLAN, we believe that one of the best ways to help our industry is by connecting design and build. So taking designs to build. And within that process, we have, of course, conceptual design that goes through detailed design, which we have multiple applications, right, that can help the users deliver. Connecting them to structural analysis to help our users optimize their design, either for cost or sustainability or for the right material at the right place. Going all the way to fabrication of the components, irrespective of the material, being it steel or precast concrete or cast-in-place concrete or new materials, like we have actually brought with the release this year, like aluminum, structural glass, and other materials. We give the tools to the users so they can optimize those designs. And then, of course, fabricate them and then manage that fabrication, manage the delivery of those components into the site. So what's our vision across our whole portfolio? Number one is to connect all of the people that are working across those steps within a project. Is bring their knowledge and bring their data together and make sure that they can synchronize the steps that they are working on, and the right data can be accessed by the right people at the right time when it's needed. And that is not only easy, but it's also efficient, right? And they can keep track of that data and they can generate insights out of that data, right? So they can understand their own projects, to understand how can they maximize the outputs of that project. How can they reduce the cost or reduce the carbon that is embedded within that project? Right? So that is number one. Number two, we also believe that that data that our users have been working on is a great source of learning or teaching for new technologies, including artificial intelligence. So one thing that we are doing across all of our applications, not only in ALLPLAN, but across the whole Nemetschek group, is building these artificial intelligence driven or powered workflows that help our users take some of the functions that were either boring or repetitive and using their co-pilot, right, their new colleague within the office, to do some of those functions for them. As well, of course, as finding the right data, consolidating it, helping them write reports and do other functions, as we will see quite a bit during the day today. And maybe the third one, right? When we come in terms of our vision, and here I would really like to go back to what we believe is one of the core steps of design to build, is the power of engineering. Our history as Nemetschek Group, as ALLPLAN, has been on serving engineers to solve some of the most complex challenges of the construction industry through our history. We have been around for decades. We have a very long heritage and history within our applications. But what we believe in is that we have great people. We have a team of engineers and architects and designers and fabrication managers and construction professionals. But we have a great team that is learning with the engineers of today, but also with the engineers of tomorrow, right? To make sure that we can make our products easier to use, that they can help engineers challenge the buildings and the infrastructure projects that come to their table again and again, that they can do it better, right? That they can do that with less cost. They can do it faster, and most importantly, they can do it with less carbon, so more sustainably in the future. So these are just three of the areas. I'm sure we will talk a lot about all of the three today and many other topics as well.
That sounds impressive. Thank you very much. And now going more into deep, what's coming with the new version, maybe how do the new features in our portfolio address the biggest pain points and also opportunities you see in the market?
That's a great question. And I think I just mentioned some of them, right? Which is a little bit of our vision. But we believe maybe I will round it up into three challenges within our industry. Right, one of them is the scarcity or the lack of resources and the limited availability, both on people. Right, we see that given the requirement and demand for new buildings and new infrastructure, we don't have enough architects, engineers, and other professionals in our industry today. So that is a big challenge, and together with the sustainability challenge, right? I believe, or we know, our industry is one of the biggest polluters, and we believe there is a big opportunity for us as an industry to reduce the carbon that is generated across the projects that we build. And then maybe a third one is also the waste of materials and the amount of time and money that we spend within projects, both infrastructure and buildings again. So all of those three challenges, we believe that technology plays a vital role on solving them, in addressing them. And I talked a little bit about how before, right, on some of the things that we are building for the future, but we also built quite a lot with ALLPLAN 2026 already, right? One of the ways the technology can help us addressing all of the three issues is by enabling more automation across our tools. So today we will see across ALLPLAN, including ALLPLAN Precast, ALLPLAN Civil, but also SDS2, SIA, Freelo, the C software, BIM Plus, Manufacton. We will see a lot of workflows where we automate based on the user steps and the data that they have, some of the repetitive tasks that they had to do in projects. We also see automation in reusing a lot of the components that the users have already done in the past. And we also see a lot of automation in the fabrication and manufacturing management of those components. So that is one big step, right? And we will see quite a lot today on those automation workflows. Maybe the second one is collaboration. We believe our industry still is in a curve of adoption of new technology and digitalization of our processes, but we see a big opportunity for architects, engineers, and construction professionals to collaborate much better, to be able to find the right data at the right time very efficiently. So we will also see today quite a lot of new workflows around collaboration, either be it collaboration between the architect and the engineer, when we bring together structural analysis and design, and we optimize that design automatically and synchronize that data, or be it on or issue resolution or clash detection workflows where the users can really see what is going to happen before they go to the construction site, which helps them save a lot of material and time as well. So going back, right? So collaboration, digitalization, right, and automation. Those are three of the areas where we are investing quite a lot, right? And we will see today quite a lot with ALLPLAN 2026, but are also areas where we'll invest more in the future.
Thank you. And you already mentioned sustainability. And I would like you also to know, how is ALLPLAN addressing the increasing demand for sustainability and social responsibility in the AC industry?
That's a great question. And I believe it's our responsibility as part of the AC industry to change the way we build and build a better future, not only with the buildings that we build and infrastructure that we build, but also with the process to get to those buildings and infrastructure. So there are a number of projects all over the world. There are new projects, greenfield projects, but there are also a significant number of brownfield projects. Might be it infrastructure, where we are repurposing some of the infrastructure components within countries like Germany, right, where we are today, where we see a number of bridges that need to be retrofitted, but also new infrastructure that helps us change our whole economy, like new sustainable energy modes, right? Be it wind or solar, or even electrification of a lot of our economy. So all of those are big challenges that we believe technology can really help our users deliver better those projects in the future. So with ALLPLAN 2026, maybe to come back as well to one of the things that we will see quite a lot today, we will see a lot on fabrication, right? So fabrication of steel components or precast components and the management of that process. So connecting the architect and the designer to the structural engineer, to the fabricator, to the construction site, and making sure that component, be it a column of steel or concrete or new materials, and that's another great thing actually that we're bringing with ALLPLAN 2026, is new materials like aluminum, structural glass. Of course, we are already working with multiple partners for timber as well. And we see a big opportunity there on more composite materials in the future, right? So what we are releasing now with ALLPLAN 2026 is a better connection between those steps and a better way for our users to take their standard project, the way they always worked, into a whole new way of delivering that building. So delivering it more offsite, so outside of the construction site, where they can mass produce, reduce cost, but also reduce carbon associated with the components for that building. We call it, as the industry calls it, design for manufacturing and assembly. And we are investing significantly on making that whole process a lot easier for the industry to deliver.
Yeah, and you mentioned also several times our users, customers. And can you share an example of how customers' feedback was directly shape our product portfolio?
Wow, Ilona, that's probably the toughest question you asked me, because there are so many great things with ALLPLAN 26 in every single product, in every single workflow that we're releasing this year. But I'll give it my best. Please, I hope you ask the same question that you, Sunil and Luis, and I'm sure we will see a lot of it today during the day. But maybe three of my favorite user-driven ideas from the users-driven technologies, right, with ALLPLAN 2026. One of them is artificial intelligence. So you will remember that since the end of last year through the whole year of 2025, we released multiple workflows and features to our customers that are powered by artificial intelligence. One of them, which we were surprised about how fast our users adopted and the amazing feedback that they gave us about it, was AI Visualizer. So that's a new way to help not only architects, but also engineers, designers, and every single other user from ALLPLAN and the Nemetschek Group to have creative ideas and change their concepts and create new visualizations of those ideas that they have in their mind. So one of the workflows that we are releasing, or new features that we're releasing in ALLPLAN 2026, is based exactly on that feedback. So we heard from users, And with ALLPLAN 26, they'll be able to do many more functions within AI Visualizer, which improves significantly that experience. So that's one. Maybe another one that is super exciting to talk about is going back to engineering and the different phases of engineering. So both structural analysis, where we have multiple, as I mentioned before, new materials that we are addressing. We are also working together with some of the leading customers across Europe for Eurocode Generation 2, which is a new generation of the structural analysis code in Europe, which is safer, more sustainable, and is helping a lot of our customers deliver better projects already. So we are already enabling that for some of the materials across our analysis. And the second part of engineering, which is also the structural detailing, which is done across multiple of our applications. And within that space, we improved significantly the way the users can automate their processes. So both structural detailing automation, but also dive into their models, select a component, and change that component directly within their project. And that, of course, is for many users, if they are working on small, medium, or large, or extremely large projects, which is the case right now. We have users that are using it to detail nuclear power plants, all the way from nuclear power plants down to houses or hotels or other types of buildings. So those workflows, we believe, are the ones that are really helping structural engineers do that a lot better today. And then maybe the third one is, and going back to one acquisition that we have done this year as ALLPLAN of Manufacton in the United States, is a new product that we bring to our portfolio, which helps our users manage the manufacturing of components for the AC industry. Today, they already deliver MEP components manufacturing management, so either mechanical or electrical components with multiple customers across the US. But with the ALLPLAN 2026 release right now, we expand those capabilities to steel components as well. So we bring that not only to our customers existing and all of the other projects across the United States, but we also bring it all into Germany. So we are very excited that with ALLPLAN 2026, we bring steel to Germany. ALLPLAN Steel will help detailers and fabricators across the whole country to deliver new or improved bridges, tunnels, but also buildings everywhere in Germany. So there are many other things I would like to talk about, but hey, thanks a lot for the question.
Yeah, thanks for the insights. I'm sure everyone out there is now downloading the new version and getting more appetite of testing all this you were talking about. And now let's turn to you, Luis.
Hi, Ilona. Happy to be here with Eduardo, Sunil, everybody who's watching us, our users, our partners, and of course the industry at large.
As we launch this comprehensive portfolio, what excites you most about the business impact for our customers and partners?
Well, Ilona, this is a bit of a cliche, but this is our best release ever, right? And it really is. I think at this time, we are delivering a complete design-to-build platform, right? So think about all ALLPLAN's products, the traditional ones, ALLPLAN, ALLPLAN Precast, ALLPLAN Civil, plus our structural analysis products, CF, Freelo, DC, all the way to SDS2 for steel detailing, fabrication, Manufacton, that as Eduardo mentioned, was just acquired, would help us manage prefabricated parts. So imagine all of this together, powered by BIM Plus, delivering seamless workflows across different functions. So great release. There's a lot for everybody. So when you think about it, what customers can do with this is they can take a project from imagination all the way to reality, delivering it in a faster, more sustainable, and more detailed way. So let's think about a little bit the three or the key components and the main constituents that we're serving here, the different types of users. So architects. So for architects, it's all about sustainability. They can make smarter decisions earlier and design their projects in a way that they avoid repetition at the end, and they can provide better flow downstream to engineers and everybody else who's building them. So design to build for architects. For engineers, it's all about advanced analysis. right? So this is the first time that we are delivering in the same release, combining the same release, SIA, Freelo, and ALLPLAN. And engineers will see that the workflow between detailed design, modeling, and analysis is much, much better. So what this will enable them to do is to be better equipped to deal with compliance in design with much more confidence as they send their designs downstream as well. Details and Fabricators is all about automation. So you'll see that with Manufactum and the improvements that we have in STS2, in the connection with ALLPLAN and powered by BIM Plus, they can deliver at speed and with the detail that we continue to deliver. And finally, for contractors, is all about collaboration. So AI-driven insights in BIM Plus, getting the cross disciplines working together in a much better and equipped way. So what I like to see at the end of the day is what we're providing with this release is a better way for customers to work together and really realizing the design to build workflow. I think ALLPLAN is a pioneer in this and is unique in the ability of providing this across the work stream and the workflow. And we're really happy to be able to be delivering that at this point in time.
That's great. And how are we aligning our go-to-market strategies to maximize value of all this customer segment you already mentioned, like architects, civil, structural engineers, and contractors?
Yeah, well, Ilona, it's great that you asked me that question because in the same way that our products have evolved, throughout the years, and there's great innovation there, our business model is evolving as well. So as our customers know, we've started a transition from the old perpetual model to a subscription model that we feel is the best way to consume technology in this day and age. And what this provides customers is a future-proof way to be able to have access to the fastest technology in a safe way when they want it and scale to the level that they need. So with subscription, we're essentially providing customers the ability to scale, to access innovation. And regardless of the type of customer that you are, either a small customer or a specialist practice or a multidisciplinary company, there's something for everyone, right? Because we tailor our product in editions. We're bundling products together so we can deliver across the different workflows and providing customers an easy choice in the ability to evolve their software needs and the way that they consume our products on par with their business and their business needs. And this is something that we're really proud of, making it easier for customers to choose, but also making it easier for them to scale and grow as they want. Finally, I think another thing that we're really excited about is more and more, right, and especially for us when we're looking at design to build, which is the center of what we do, it's about enabling collaboration, right? And collaboration means cloud. So our cloud services are built in our subscription offerings. And we believe this is a tremendous advantage and an amazing benefit for our customers to be able to collaborate within themselves, within their teams, across teams, with partners, across the workflow in the ecosystem. And that's a really, really great advantage that we're very, very excited about to hear. So end of the day, moving to a subscription model provides us safer, customer-centric, and at the end of the day, the best possible way that customers can consume technology. And we're really happy with this latest release that's going to power that.
Yeah, and just say we care to keep our customers competitive. Maybe you can share some of these projects in which they use these innovations already mentioned by you both.
Yeah, I mean, that's great. Eduardo just mentioned some. We do have a lot of amazing projects, right? I mean, it's one of the great things of working in this industry is not only we get software out there, but we see the impact that we have by the way that our customers take our products and our solutions and use them to create amazing buildings and assets and bridges and roads and everything that they bring. So I'll give you three examples, right? So major industrial innovation in the UK, a large scale sustainable building project where ALLPLAN, through using ALLPLAN and the ALLPLAN solutions, customers managed to use more than 80,000 prefabricated parts plus thousands of built-in elements, delivering a project in record time minimizing complexity and risk, and really accuracy thanks to intelligent coordination. So what I love about these projects is not just that they're complex and they're groundbreaking, but it's also what they deliver to our customers and the way that they impacted our customers' businesses. So at the end of the day, what our customers tells us is it makes them faster, it makes them more collaborative, it makes them more precise, and they're able to deliver the business outcomes that they're looking for, which is at the end of the day deliver buildings that are more sustainable, cheaper, long-lasting, and essentially transform the building industry and the built environment that we have today, which is really great to see. So we'll be looking for that, for more, because at the end of the day, that's what we're here for. That's what ALLPLAN does. That's what inspires us, our teams, our partners, our customers. We're all united in the same goals, in the same dreams of delivering a better tomorrow. And we believe that this release is a key milestone in achieving that. So really excited to see this going up.
Thank you, Luis. No additions needed here more from my side.
Thank you.
And now I'm delighted to welcome you. Sunil, I have also prepared some questions for you. And as design is the heart of every great solution, what innovations are you personally very excited for?
Thank you, Lorna, and thank you, Eduardo and Luis, for sharing some of the innovations. As Eduardo said, I think 2026 is one of the most exciting releases of ALLPLAN. I think 3 innovations I am most excited about. First is customer impact, second is scale, and third is ease. Let me peel the onion. First, on the customer impact part, this is, as we just heard, a very, very unique product of design to build. And it's a very unique product in our entire portfolio, where you can go from high-level design to different kinds of engineering, all the way to construction, and the different personas that we serve can work end to end. And what we have done, as Eduardo and Luis talked about, is brought more and more innovation so that our customers can see the impact. Now, as you know, ALLPLAN is roughly 5 decades of real hardcore engineering. And what we are combining that with is artificial intelligence, the power of the cloud, so that customers can get real business impact. Second big thing is scale. As you know, we have ALLPLAN architecture, ALLPLAN civil, ALLPLAN bridge, ALLPLAN steel, ALLPLAN structural, ALLPLAN component, ALLPLAN DC, ALLPLAN precast. You've recently seen that we've done the acquisition of Manufacton, and then we have BIM Plus, which combines our workflows. And that scale in one technology is very, very powerful. There used to be a time when we had one tech for one solution. I think those days are gone. Now it's a game of one tech, multiple solutions. And that's what ALLPLAN 2026 provides. The third thing is simplicity. What I love about ALLPLAN 2026 is behind the scene, it combines the data architecture, the workflows, so that when customer logs into ALLPLAN, they can see time to value very, very quickly. We've also simplified our user interface. For example, Eduardo talked about our artificial intelligence-driven assistants, through which people can very quickly do the queries and get to work very quickly. Also, we've changed some of the usability factors so that our customers can get to impact very, very quickly. So all 3 things of impact, scale, and use make me super excited about ALLPLAN 2026.
Sounds great. And you also play the role of design division officer at the Nemetschek Group. And how is Nemetschek thinking about bringing innovation?
That's a fantastic question, actually. Now, stepping back from ALLPLAN design division wise, I would say there are a few innovations which are very, very important. First is we are bringing together the whole ecosystem of AECO, which is one of the very unique things that Nemetschek has. We're probably the only pure play software provider in architecture, engineering, construction, and operations, and cover the whole chain. To do that, we are bringing a power of some of the very unique solutions. One, obviously, artificial intelligence. Second is domain expertise across all of these parts. Third is we're bringing new innovations like digital twins to bear so that we can capture all the decisions that are made through solutions like DROFUS, which is a unique way of indexing decisions. If you combine it with automated model checking, clash detection, checking compliance through tools like Solibri, I think we have a very, very unique solution. Now, as you think about the build world, right? We have built automatic integrations between ALLPLAN 2026 and Bluebeam so that people in the field can work seamlessly with us. So thereby you can see the vision probably is we are working across the AECO industry. And as the Chief Division Officer of Design Division, I'm excited that Nemetschek is looking at one thing and one thing only, which is the impact of our customers.
Amazing. Thank you. And what are some of the unexpected ways you've seen our solutions empower creativity and collaboration in the AC community?
Oh, that's a fantastic question. I think two examples I would like to give you. First is, I'll take you a simple example of when I graduated. I had 5 or 6 friends. Half of them were computer science and half of them were from civil engineering and architecture. And as they graduated, many of them started moving to technology, which is a great thing for me as a computer science guy. That's a great thing. But our industry today, given the infrastructure development, needs the high-end architects, high-end different kinds of engineers that are required. Just alone, I was recently in India and I realized there are 30,000 skilled professionals that are needed in our domain expertise. What I love about what we're doing with ALLPLAN and Design Division and Nemetschek is that skill building. Obviously, our founder is Professor Nemetschek, and by definition, he is a professor. And so it comes as a part of our DNA to build the skill of the next generation. So we are partnering with some of the top tier universities like Stanford, like the TUM in Munich, but also some of the new universities like Anna University in Chennai. We're looking at Singapore University. And these are allowing us to build the skill set of the future. So that to me is very, very exciting, which is one unexpected, but probably one of the most exciting parts. Second big thing for us is we're also looking at how artificial intelligence is creating new ways of dividing value for our customers. As you know, architects and engineers go to these schools so that they can be creative. They love to be challenged, whether on the creative side or on the engineering side. Our goal is to take the dull and the dangerous out of their lives so that they can focus on what they are excited about, and we can make sure that we can do all the tedious work out. Things like rendering, things like providing different solutions of optimizations is something that ALLPLAN 2026 provides out of the gate. So these are a couple of examples, whether providing the new skill set for the generations of the future or using artificial intelligence to provide impact are two of the areas which I was pleasantly surprised by.
Yeah. And coming back to the challenges of the industry, we already mentioned some of them, but I would like to know your point of view of what challenges is the industry facing and how is ALLPLAN addressing this?
I think both Luis and Eduardo covered these super well, but just to recap, I think there are two challenges which are big for our industry. First is silos. There are data cliffs as we go from early design to different types of engineering to then construction, then operate and manage. And we have taken the onus on ourselves as Nemetschek and as ALLPLAN to make sure that we can work across the value chain and take care of these data silos. So to me, that's one big area. Second big focus area, which is a challenge for us, is the new generation, the way they interact, the way they consume. They are not going to sit into a classroom and learn for 10 hours to learn a piece of code. things had to be very, very intuitive for them, and workflows have to be seamless. And what we are looking at as a challenge to ourselves, which is a big portion of ALLPLAN 2026, is that impact needs to be instantaneous, because we have built this software over the last 5 decades for the next 5 decades to come. And that's what's exciting about ALLPLAN 2026.
And I have one more question. So as we launch this new era for our company and customers, what is your vision for our role in shaping the future of the AC industry?
Wow, that's a fantastic question, actually. I think our role as ALLPLAN is to be the glue, right? If you think about A, E, C, O, we are in A, we're in E, we're in C, and then we're a big proponent of O. So I feel ALLPLAN is really the glue that puts it all together. And so there is also a responsibility that we work with some of the major architect brands we have. We work with some of the major construction brands that we have. We also work with a lot of operations brands we have. And so putting that whole glue together and taking the industry to the next level is a big, responsibility for us. Second big thing, which is a big responsibility for us, is to combine cheaper, faster, and better together. Obviously, we have to do more with less. Obviously, we have to make sure that schedules are put together, budgets happen on time, but we also have to focus on better. Sustainability is a big focus area for Nemetschek and for ALLPLAN. Similarly, ensuring that the data and the digital rights of our customers are taken care with a lot of care and comfort is very important. If it is our customers' data, we take a lot of pride in making sure that their secret sauce stays as theirs. And we bring the best of global expertise combined with their local expertise, which is why we are a very hybrid solution. We have the best of the cloud, but we have also the best of the hybrid. And that's our, I would say, right to make sure we can combine cheaper, faster, better together for our customers, and be focused on only one thing, which is customer delight.
Thank you all for being here today and for this great insights.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ilona. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.